This was something different, and it was not, as I was told, an isolated incident.
And his toilet, like no mistaking whose toilet it was.
It was in the pipes. I mean, it was in the pipes, and this was his bathroom. So yes.
In the pipes more than once. Down the toilet requires some kind of intent.
Clearly the case that Donald Trump at some point in his life had this practice that he adopted of destroying things that he was working on. Perhaps at Trump Tower there were similar problems with the plumbing. We don't know.
If we don't know what he flushed, then you can't, or you correct me if I'm wrong, you can't really know how bad this is.
We don't know what he flushed yet, but maybe they were drying it out. You know, there's all these minions who have to piece together the paper.
They should.
That he
it was actually their responsibility to dry it out, I would presume. Thank you for
Keep
having
working
this.
on the names.
I know. Do you have one?
I mean, Flushgate's the obvious one, right?
I know. I don't want to
like
diminish
still
it, though.
so-so, though.
I don't want to diminish it, though, because it actually does, you know, I think it changes the nature of this discussion about the document destruction that we knew about.
There's no earthly reason for him to be flushing documents down the toilet.
There
are a lot of different ways to handle documents. That's not one of them.
It's not just a paper ripping fetish or something like that.
As long as there were toilet paper.
Requires an active decision, if true, right, to rip it up and flush it down the toilet.
Meaning it was not toilet paper. This was either notes or some other piece of paper that they believe he had thrown down the toilet. I mean, I don't even know where to begin, Gloria. It's taking all of my strength not to make some like scatological joke right now, but I'm going to attempt to be above that. Harry, is flushing documents down the toilet a crime? But before you answer that, let me just also say that Donald Trump denies that this happened. Surely that's a crime of some kind, but you tell me.
Yeah, but nothing like the flushing down the toilet. Look, jokes aside, why do you flush things down the toilet? That's how you get rid of contraband. Toilet or no toilet, you have him tearing things up repeatedly, people having to tape it back together.
So are you saying you don't have to know exactly what he was flushing down the toilet? That doesn't matter? That just the fact that he did it is enough?
As long as they are public records, Gloria, and we know almost anything is a public record, a file or whatever, and we have him, toilet aside, tearing things in half.
No wonder Russia thinks it can get away with bullying Ukraine. It's not even punished for cheating in sports. As for our own cheater-in-chief back here in the U.S., Trump does not seem very worried, as if his punishment is being decided by the Olympic Committee rather than the Justice Department. Perhaps in 2024, Trump could run for the White House under the banner of the TIC, the Trump Insurrection Committee. He could bring home yet another gold toilet. But honestly, this is what happens when you allow somebody like Trump to clog the pipes of American democracy. Now that the GOP has failed to root out the problem, it's up to the American people to flush as many times as possible.